Hello, Capricorns. Okay, this is going to be your August energy check. And we're just going to go through and see what we got going on for you Capricorns in the month of August. What energies you can expect to see come out for you, or situations, things like that. Thanks for tuning in to Cosmic Cassie. Let's go ahead and get into it. So Capricorn, for the pre-shuffle, when I was trying to get the energy that's most likely to come out for you guys, we did get the Fool card. And what I got from that is something about I'm going to have to change that. It wasn't the Fool, it was the Three of Wands. And it was something about jumping into either your justice or something to do with karma, something to experience karma here. And it was the Fool card and the Three of Wands. Thank you. That's why I was like, I could have sworn I seen the Fool card there. Like I could have sworn it was the Fool and the Three of Wands. Both cards came out for you guys. So it was something about like taking that leap of faith, facing justice, facing karma, or being guided to kind of like, hey, if you want the new cycle, this is what you have to do before you can get there. Something around that. Definitely a lot of like karmic energy, a lot of new beginning, new cycle, new stuff like that. Let's go ahead and jump into it, Capricorn. What energies do we have for Capricorn for August? Okay, we're starting off with the World. Energies for Capricorn. August, we have the Divine. Now, I always make sure that I turn all my cards the right way before I start because I don't like to take reversals. So usually if a card does come out in reverse, I feel like it's meant to come out in reverse because I always go through to make sure that everything is upright before I start my readings and after I'm done with my readings. So the second card out is the Divine in the reverse. The Divine is a card that is special just to this deck. It is listed as the 22nd card in the major arcana. So typically it ends at 21, which ironically we have 21 as the World and then 22 the Divine, which again is in reverse here. What other energies do we have for Capricorn for the month of August? Just so you guys know, when a card flips over while I'm in the middle of shuffling, it lets me know that it was a potential energy that came into play at some point. Maybe you thought about it. Maybe it was on its way to you and then it got interrupted, something like that, but it didn't happen. So I don't pull these out, but I do recognize them as potential paths, potential energies, potential things that could have happened. So the Ten of Swords did want to flip over there, but it did not come out. What else do we have for Capricorn for the month of August? And I am going to leave the reading off with a card with spiritual gifts, what gifts you can tap into to help you get through August, gifts that you may already have that you are unaware of or aware of. We have the Two of Cups coming out here as a third card. We have Wheel of Fortune. These are all looking like really good cards so far. But obviously, until we jump into the energy and clarify, we don't know. I'm going to try to make this a little short. But I do read intuitively, so sometimes my readings go a little bit longer than they should. And the final card here is the Seven of Wands. Okay. I kind of want to clarify with this deck. This is the Tarot of Oppositions. It's a really cool deck because it has both the upright and the reverse meanings all on one card. So this is the only deck that I feel really confident in not organizing. They always come out how they need to come out. Okay. So starting off here, we have the World. the energy that I'm getting, and I don't know why, I immediately got the message in my head, like, Archangel Michael, please protect my energy, please protect this reading, please protect. And so maybe you guys are, you're trying to possibly protect something or someone, a situation, or someone may be praying for you. Someone may actually, I kind of get that more. Someone might be praying for you. I'm kind of getting like the feeling of a bulge in my throat here. So they may not be telling you this, you may not be speaking to this person, but they are praying for you. The bulge is like when you get emotional almost, but instead of like letting the tears out, like letting that energy out, you just hold it and you keep it down, and it creates that like that buildup in your throat. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. But I'm getting like a strong, like someone's praying for you, Capricorn. Someone's praying for you. Someone's praying, asking for spirit to like protect you here. But the energy that I'm getting from the World card, they're immediately pointing two things out to me, which is all of the eyes and the snake. Specifically, the eyes are it's almost as if like spirit looking at you, like staring at you, watching you. I don't get like a protective energy from it, but it's like we're looking at you, we're watching you. And because they're pointing the snake out to me, I almost feel like it's like we're watching every move you make. We're watching you. So if you're being a snake, if you're like going behind someone's back or betraying anyone, we're watching you. We see you. We're looking at this. We're watching you do this. And then they immediately move my eyes to like this like sticker kind of ornament thing that I have that actually came with this deck, and it's an eye in the middle, and it's got two snakes circling it with some moon cycles on it. Let me see if I can just grab it here for you. So this is what they drew my attention to as well. So if you see, it's got like two snakes with the eye in the middle. Is it watching Capricorn or watching someone in Capricorn's energy? Clarify. I want to know if this is you that they're watching or if this is someone else that they're watching. Getting Seven of Wands in reverse, and we have Seven of Wands ending the cards that I already pulled for you. Seven of Wands in reverse is like not able to defend yourself, like not able to protect yourself, not able to fight for yourself. Like it's like you're falling under defeat of people, like you're being attacked and you're not able to properly like defend or stand up for yourself here. And so I feel like just clarify one more here before I say this. I want to make sure I'm like saying the message correctly. So I want to clarify just one more here. Second clarification is the Fool in reverse. And I did say that in the pre-shuffle, the Fool is, I got the Fool in the upright with the Three of Wands. And so it's like the Fool in reverse is like not taking a leap of faith, not moving forward, not trusting, not actually looking at the situation. Like you're quite literally being a fool for not listening to the divine. You're being a fool for not preparing for the next step, for the future here, something around that. And so I feel like with the Seven of Wands and the Fool in reverse, clarifying the world, I feel like there was some kind of new beginning that you were supposed to have. And for me, the World card, so the Wheel of Fortune is more of like a new cycle for me, or it talks more about the cycles within like a reality, whereas the World is more like a completely different shift. It's like you're no longer living in this reality. You're experiencing a completely new reality where you have brand new cycles. You will never see the same cycles in a different world, right? So it's like either a level up. Typically, I never look at it as like a level down, but it's like a level up to the next thing. So I feel like there's some kind of like shift. There's some kind of new energetic space that you were meant to go into for whatever reason, like maybe you've completed out what you needed in this current reality, and like now it's time to move to the next reality. 1001 on the timer when I said that. You've done all the cycles that you've needed to do within this world, within this reality, and now it's like, okay, it's time to move you to the next thing. It's time to continue your soul growth, your soul journey, or whatever, but it's time for you to experience something brand new. But it's like, but you're not doing it, you're not moving forward, you're not, like, the opportunity, the ability is here for this brand new shift in everything that you've ever known, like to disappear and be totally new. But you're like, it's like you're fighting it, like, but you're losing the fight. Like you're fighting to stay in the current reality that you're in, but doing that, you're actually losing the fight. Like all these negative things are happening, all these things are coming down on you. It's a losing fight because you're essentially you're fighting spirit. And I'm not trying to laugh, but it's like you're fighting the divine who's trying to put you somewhere else. Like this is something that needs to happen, and you're fighting against it, which is causing, I feel like multiple tower moments. I'm feeling like a 10 of wand energy here. And the Fool in reverse is saying, like, even though you're fighting a losing battle, it's like you're being very careless with it. Okay, so they're kind of showing me two stories here. It's like for some of you, they're probably doing this because with Taurus's reading, it was so negative that I was like debating, like, we have to have a second Taurus reading for like another storyline, because this can't be all Tauruses. Like, this is too bad. And so we settled on that. And now they're giving me like both perspectives, both stories within one reading, so I don't have to redo it. Thank you. But for the second part of you, for the other half of you Capricorns, it's like you're trying to have a new beginning. You're trying to move into this new world, and you're fighting like meticulously and hard and pretty like carelessly. Like you're not actually being strategic or analytical. You're not preparing. You're not using your like logical mind here. You're just like brute force fighting. Like, I got to find a way in. I got to find a way to get on and move forward, to be there, to have that. It's like you're trying to force yourself into a new reality, into a new world, and spirit is stopping you. And they're essentially like, no, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer when I said that. It's like, no, you're not ready. You haven't completed the necessary cycles. You haven't learned what you need to learn. You haven't done the growth that needs to occur. Like there's something that you have not done yet that is stopping you from getting to this like brand new shift of life into a new reality here. But you're like really trying to push for it. You're really trying to get in the door. Like you're really fighting, but it's a losing fight. It's a losing battle. And it's like, just stop. Like you can't get past us. You're not going to get around us in any way here. So just stop. So two storylines there. Either like you're fighting against this brand new shift. You're not letting go of things, and it's like you're not trusting, or you're fighting for this new beginning, this new reality, this new shift, but it's like you're not ready for it yet. Like it's not your time yet. Like, sit still. It's not for you yet. And then we have the divine in the reverse. To me, this is like, the divine is all about the spirit coming through. If you look at the card, it's actually a very beautiful card. It's like she's directly channeling the spirit, right? Divine. She's allowing it to come through her, out of her, around her, within her. She's completely encompassed and amassed in the divine energy, the spiritual energy, this beautiful flowing understanding consciousness, like the place we all want to be, right? Like completely ascended and transcending all negativity here. It's like you're so protected, and you're so in touch and in contact with divine here. The fact that it's reversed lets me know that it's a direct correlation of this. The divine almost feels slighted, and I won't like speak for the divine because I don't know, right? I'm not divine, but it's almost as if they're letting you know, like, you're pushing away all of your spiritual help, all of the divine guidance that we're trying to give you. You're quite literally canceling it out. Like, you're not allowing it to come through. You're not listening. You're not following. There's signs, there's guidance, there's all these things coming at you. And it's like, you're just brushing it off as if source, spirit, whoever it is for you, God, it's like you're like, I'm above it. Like, I don't have to listen to you. I can do what I want to do. I'm above it. I'm more than it. And you're not listening. So for those either fighting against or fighting for, like, they're trying to very clearly let you know and let you see here, like, no, this is not for you. This is not, like, it's almost like a roadblock. Like, we are not allowing you to go anywhere but where we need you to go. And you're just, I'll bypass you. I'll find a way around. Like, you're not respecting or appreciating or recognizing the interference here that they're trying to play in your life. And it's always, it may not feel good in the moment, but it's always for your purpose, your best, highest purpose. We have Two of Swords, and that is in the upright here. Two of Swords in the upright is, so if you see, it's like the moon is highly illuminated. It's very bright here. And she's sitting here face to face with this sword with the blindfold on. And so it's almost like I'm saying, like, they're highlighting, they're illuminating everything that you could possibly need to know and understand where it is that you need to go. Like, you guys are probably getting signs thrown at you from a million different places, from strangers on the street that you might be walking by. Like, I'm hearing like someone walking and someone just randomly stops and be like, hey, did you check out, this John's 3:2, like, did you check out that scripture today? You should probably read it. It's like something so random, but so pointed and so, like, obvious. Like, they're communicating with you in every possible way, and they're making it as obvious as they can possibly make it, but you're just choosing not to listen. And that's why she's still blindfolded. Even though everything around her is illuminated, she's still wearing her blindfold. Like, she's still guarding herself from seeing the truth that is sitting right here in front of her. That sword is the truth. That sword is what is right here in front of you. But it's like you're choosing not to see it. You're choosing not to look into it or address it. It's like, man, just open your eyes. Just get out of your own way here, and you will see everything that you need to see about where to go. Let me just, Two of Swords. I feel like it's just going to keep telling me the same story here, but for your guys' sake, I do want to go ahead and just clarify it to make sure. Two of Swords, what's the Two of Swords trying to show? What's the moon showing? Because it's like the moon is all about hidden truths, secrets, things you can't see, but this moon is illuminating everything you need to see for you. Page of Cups in the Page of Cups in the upright. So this is like, it's trying to highlight, this is where you need to go. Like, this is the dream come true this way, even if you have to trudge through like some difficulty and some hardships and things like that to get there. It's trying to let you know, like, hey, this is where that cup is, that cup you've always dreamed of, that fulfillment that you've always wished for, that you've longed for, that reality that you've always wanted to create or bring in. It's that way, but like, you have to listen. You need to actually like hear us telling you, showing you it's that way, and do it. That's what the moon's trying to illuminate for you here. And then next up we have Two of Cups. And so with the Two of Cups, again, like they're making me focus more on the snakes than anything. And in the Two of Cups, the snakes are intertwining around each other, and they have wings, angel wings. And so it's like, this is blessed. This is guided. This is allowed. This is protected, right? But the thing is, and I never really, and that was the Tower that tried to come out there. I never really have gotten this with the Two of Cups, but it's like, it almost feels like these two snakes are the right direction. These two snakes are intertwined because that's the union, that's the gift, that's what needs to happen, that's where it needs to go. But it's like, this is what's blocking it, right? So this is your higher self speaking to you. This is spirit speaking to you. They're trying to show you, tell you, whether it's a relationship, this is the person you're supposed to be with. Whether it's a job, this is the job you're supposed to start or be at to like get where you need to be. Like, they're trying to show you, this is where like your true happiness, fulfillment, this is where everything is for you. But it's like you're so focused on having like what looks good, what's colorful, what's vibrant. Like it's a strong distracted energy. What did I say? Cup of leap of faith into justice or karma. Okay, that's what it is. Leap of faith into justice or karma. I was trying to figure out like how does that come into play here? Because it's like some of you need to take a leap of faith into your karma, where it's like, yeah, it's not going to be pretty, but once you get through this karma, you can finally start to evolve and like get where you need to be. And some of you need to take this leap of faith into justice, where things are going right for you. And so, sorry, I don't know why they wanted me to go back and mention that, but it's like, this is the distraction, is like what you think that you should be with and where you should be and how you should be. It's like, this feels good. This feels right. This is what I want. No one can tell me anything better than what I want. This is what it is, right? But they're like, no, there's something higher level. There's something that's divine. There's something that's like very protected for you, something that's going to work out beyond your wildest dreams. But for some of you, you might you're it's like a fear, because like people like when they see snakes, they immediately think of, oh, like you're being sly, you're being sneaky and like snaky. And if you remember, that sticker has two snakes on it, right? And they're going around, and this one only has one. The world only has one. So it's like you're trying to do something with just yourself here, and it's like no. So some of you might think that whatever this energy that they're trying to lead you into, you might feel and think that it's like this sly, sneaky, I got to watch out for it, I got to avoid it, I got to stay away from it kind of energy. But really it's like, no, the snake is trying to show you transformation. A snake sheds its skin here, and when it sheds its skin, it's transforming, it's growing, it's moving, it's getting new health, right? It's shedding all the old things, and it's now bigger, it's more colorful, it's shining brighter, it feels healthier. Anything that was attached to it is now released, it's free. And it's like, that's where they're trying to take you, but you're more distracted, like almost in this 3D kind of realm, where it's like, no, like I want what's glowing, I want this colorful thing over here. It's like very distracting kind of energy. The world fell out to clarify, world upright fell out to clarify, Two of Cups. So it's like, yes, that's your new world. That's the world that we're trying to get you to. So even if it's not the right time for you right now, we're still trying to show you the right path that you need to take to get here. And if it is your time right now, you need to leave the colorful, distracting stuff behind and look what's behind you. Look what we're trying to show you. Look what spirit is trying to bring in for you. Look what we're trying to make you pay attention to, because that's what's going to bring you to the next level, to the next place, the next thing. But it's like some of you are just so stuck on like the right here, right now. Like, I don't want to lose this. I don't want to let go of this. I don't want to release it. I can't imagine life without it. I don't want to change anything. I just want it right here, the way it is. And it just leave me alone. like that's the energy. I'm just leave me alone. Leave me alone. This is how I want it. This is how I like it. Don't touch it. Don't breathe on it. Okay. Just leave it alone, and I'll be okay. And spirit's like, no, we can't leave you here. Like, this building is closed down. We have to remove you, regardless of how much you enjoy it. Like, we're closing this building. It's time for this building to be, we're done here. Like, the building is closed. Okay. It's closed. And Capricorn's like, no, it's not closed. We have extended hours that you don't know about. True Capricorn energy there. Up next, we have the Wheel of Fortune following, okay? So it's like, I feel like this is more an energy of when you finally see what they've been trying to show you, when you have finally opened your eyes here and see what they're trying to make you look at. Don't do that. Why? Because I asked you not to. Don't do that. When you finally see what they're trying to show you, it's like, now, are you gonna stay on this cycle? Are you gonna repeat this cycle? Or are you gonna go into a new world here? Some of you need to repeat this cycle. For some of you, this is like the phases of the moon. It's like, okay, you haven't come all the way around yet. You're almost there. You're close, but you need to come all the way full circle. No skipping steps here. You cannot get around by cutting corners or anything. And for others of you, it's showing those moon cycles like, okay, how many times are we gonna do this? We can't keep letting you go through the same cycles over and over, especially when you've learned from them. If you've learned from them, it's time to move on from them. But it's like, no, not yet, not yet, not yet. Hold on. Like, I just get like such a strong resistance energy here. Go ahead and clarify the Wheel of Fortune for Capricorn. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune for Capricorn. This is crazy. They say like what Tauruses are the stubborn ones. No. Capricorns have some strong willpower here. We have the High Priestess, and she is sitting in reverse, and so it's like you're not listening to your intuition here. You're not allowing the truth to come through you so that you can flourish. Because if you see like both high priestesses, no matter which way it falls, both of these high priestesses have the power and the ability to understand and hear and listen to what spirit is trying to guide them. They're highly intuitive. They're highly insightful. They see situations unfolding before they're unfolding, right? They have the messages there, but the difference is this high priestess listens and follows the messages that she receives. She does not, she's very confident in her ability. She does not dismiss the information that spirit gives her. And that's why she's able to flourish and really like become this beautiful, almost empress-like, but still relaxed and peaceful, like inner peace kind of energy, because she's listening to the messages that she's receiving, right? This high priestess does not listen to those messages. She's getting the same messages. She has the same ability and power, but she's choosing to not listen to it, or she's abusing it in a negative way. Can be either or. I'm not getting like an energy towards one or the other, but it's like for whatever reason, they're definitely pointing out like either you're not listening or you're abusing the messages we're giving you. Like you're using them for the wrong reasons here. And so it's like, it's almost like you're slowly being stripped away. Like they're taking the garments away. They're taking the abilities away. So for some of you that maybe need to repeat the cycle, that not ready for a new world, you're so eager to get into the new world, but it's like, you're misusing the gifts that we've given you. You're misusing the fortunes that we've had come your way. Like you're misusing the resources that we're providing you here. And for others of you, it's like, you're just not listening. You're just not listening. Like it's time to move on. It's time to go. The longer you stay here, the less clothes you're going to have, the less like royalty and nobility and messages and development you're going to receive. Like you're deteriorating yourself by sitting here and staying here in this situation. And then finally we have Seven of Wands. And for Seven of Wands, for me, especially in this deck, it's all about being guided. Like quite literally, these wands are all pointing in one direction. Like, hey, look here, that's the right direction. That's where you need to go. And she is connecting with her heart center, which is allowing her to absorb as well as give out. So giving and receiving ultimate energy of divine connection here, of being in touch with the source. She's truly tapping in and hearing and feeling where she needs to go. And she's seeing these spiritual arrows pointing her in the right direction. And they're all pointing in the same exact direction. So it's ultimate guidance here. And like, it's like a storyline that's repeating here, Capricorn. Go ahead and clarify Seven of Wands. Where are the arrows trying to direct her? Where are the arrows trying to take her? Where are the arrows trying to take her? Messages. Where are the messages trying to guide her? Thank you. Messages are trying to guide you. It's the Emperor in reverse. The messages are trying to guide you to your own realization of your situation here. The Emperor in reverse to me can mean a couple different things. Traditionally, if the Emperor is in reverse, it's like you're overbearing, abuse of power, controlling, kind of narcissistic here, full of yourself. And that's definitely like some of the energies I'm getting, but it's more of like they're trying to show you that where you're at, as much like I feel like you imagine and feel and think you're this Emperor upright where you're currently at 29 on the timer when I said that. You want to feel and think and believe that this is where you are at, is this Emperor upright. They're trying to show you This is the reality of your situation. It is the Emperor in reverse. You are somewhere that you're not supposed to be, but you're not budging. You're not allowing them to shift and move you out of that situation. Whether it's for karma or for justice, it doesn't matter. They're trying to move and shift you in a new direction, but you're like standing firm, like, nope, nope, it's working out, it's great, it's awesome. And they're like, no, look at this, like, you're the Emperor in the reverse. You have no control, you have no riches, you have no, like, your dignity is going away, it's fading here, like the situation is like deteriorating and getting worse. There's no growth in love and like nothing here. Like, this is all past energy, like bones and skeletons and skulls here, right? It's time to move forward, time to move on. Look, 8 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. It is time to move on. It's time to walk away, time to leave this in the past and move where we're trying to show you you need to go. Okay, so storyline here, Capricorn, for the month of August, it's like Spirit is really sending you, I don't even want to say sending you, they are throwing and shoving and pushing messages your way that are so obvious because they need you to pay attention to where they're directing you. They need you to trust that they're moving you in the right direction, but you have got to trust, even if it looks terrible, even if it looks bad, even if it don't look right. If you keep getting the same messages over and over to go in a specific direction, it's time to move in that direction. Otherwise, like, you and your situation is just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Okay, even if you don't think it, you don't feel it, they may be pre-warning you, like, we see where it's going, it's not, this is not for you anymore. Okay, what spiritual gifts can Capricorn tap into to help get them through August? Got 2 here. Daydreamer. You can use your imagination and creativity to create a wide array of routes to success and build your dreams to live an abundant life. And I feel like this is a direct reflection of, yes, you, all those daydreams that you've had, it's like, it's cool that you're daydreaming about it, but we're trying to actually like put this into action and move you and shift you and guide you in the right direction here. It's like, it's letting you know there are multiple paths that are available to you. That is not just the path that you're on, like, and we're trying to move you on a different path here. It's time to look at a different way of getting where you're trying to get. And you, I feel like you know that there's other ways to do it, but for whatever reason, there's a resistance here against doing that. And then we have clairvoyance. You possess clear vision, perceiving with the mind's eye, inner vision, or extended visual capacity that can include images from the past, present, and future. And what did I say? That was the highlight. And they kept showing me the eyes in the snake, right? Look at her head. She has her third eye is wide open. Okay. With clairvoyance, again, it comes back to that high priestess energy. You guys have the ability. They're showing you everything that you need to see here, but you have to choose to make the conscious decision. I'm going to trust and I'm going to take action on what I'm being shown. I'm going to trust that this is the right thing for me, that spiritually, divine, God, angels, whoever is guiding me down the right path here to the right thing. And I just need to trust that, even if it feels and seems like everything is going to fall apart, which I'm shocked the tower has not come. But I only think because it started to try to come out a couple of times. And the only reason the tower has not come is because you are quite literally dodging and diving the tower, Capricorn. And it's like, this tower is meant to do amazing things for you. It's meant to put you on the right path, the right journey, the right direction. And so that's why the tower has not come out, because they're trying to get you to do it. There's something that you need to do. And you're just like, nope, we're good. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm not even going to listen to it. We're good. We're fine. So Capricorn, if that resonated for you, definitely, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe. If you want more videos in the future, I plan to do a full moon for the sturgeon moon in Aquarius for this month. So tap into that if you would like. Otherwise, try to have a good August. Keep your messages, your channels, everything open so that you can really like do whatever this shift or whatever this is here that they're trying to get you to do. But thank you for watching. I hope it resonated and you were able to learn or get something out of this. Have a great rest of your August and see you later. Bye.